You can tell a man's age by his sport coat. Not the number on his driver's license, but how that jacket sits on his shoulders, how it pairs with his pants, and whether it looks powerful or just dated. Most men over 50 get this wrong. Either they give up on jackets altogether, or they wear the same tired blazer with the same old pants for 20 years. You don't have to be that guy. Stay with me, because in this video you're going to learn simple, reliable sport coat combinations that always look sharp. No fashion circus, no chasing trends. Just clear, age-appropriate pairings you can copy straight from this video. By the end, you'll know exactly which jackets to own, what to wear them with, and how to look modern without trying too hard. Let's rebuild your sport coat game from the ground up. Timeless Navy, the workhorse sport coat. If you only own one sport coat after 50, make it navy. Not shiny, not electric blue, not covered in loud details. A simple, matte navy sport coat is the backbone of a refined wardrobe and the easiest jacket to pair. It looks sharp at dinner, at the office, and even at a casual weekend event. Navy is the quiet, confident choice that never announces itself, but always looks right. The cleanest, most reliable combo is a navy sport coat with mid-gray trousers. This pairing is impossible to screw up and works on every skin tone and body type. The contrast is strong enough to look intentional, but not so bold that it feels flashy. You can wear a crisp white shirt if you like formality, or a light blue shirt for something softer and more relaxed. Either way, the navy jacket does the heavy lifting. For more casual days, pair your navy sport coat with dark denim. Choose jeans that are clean, simple, and free of rips or heavy fading. This is where many men over 50 go wrong. They wear a great jacket with sloppy jeans. Keep the denim dark and straight, and the sport coat instantly elevates the whole look. You look relaxed, but still in control. When it comes to shoes and accessories, keep them in the same spirit as the jacket. Brown leather shoes or loafers work beautifully with navy. A simple white pocket square can add just enough polish without looking like you're trying too hard. The navy sport coat is the foundation. Everything else should quietly support it, not compete with it. Gray sport coat, understated power. After navy, the next sport coat every man over 50 should consider is gray. Think medium to light gray, with a soft texture like flannel or a subtle weave. Gray is incredibly forgiving and looks refined without being stiff. It sends a message of maturity, control, and quiet strength. Perfect for a man who doesn't need to shout. A gray sport coat pairs beautifully with navy trousers. This reverses the classic navy jacket gray pants combination and still looks sharp and intentional. The gray jacket softens the overall look and can be especially flattering if your hair is starting to go salt and pepper or fully gray. The tones connect naturally with your appearance, creating a harmonious, powerful frame. For something more relaxed, wear a gray sport coat with dark jeans or even charcoal chinos. The key is to keep the pants darker than the jacket so your upper body stays visually strong. This draws attention to your face, where it belongs. You're not trying to show off your legs. You're trying to highlight your presence. Shirt-wise, gray is incredibly versatile. White, light blue, and even soft patterns like a subtle check all work well. If you want to dress it down, a high-quality polo or a fine knit underneath a gray sport coat can look modern and masculine. Just make sure the layers are clean and fitted, not baggy. The gray jacket should still be the star. Textured browns, weekend sophistication. Once you've covered navy and gray, a brown sport coat is your secret weapon for off-duty style. Think chocolate, tobacco, or a warm coffee shade. In a textured fabric like tweed, herringbone, or brushed wool, brown immediately feels relaxed but still elevated. It's perfect for dinners, casual gatherings, or a weekend city stroll. You look like a man who has taste, not a man who's trying to look young. Brown sport coats pair naturally with earthy trousers. Olive, tan, and mid-gray all work beautifully. The trick is to keep the pants simple and let the texture of the jacket carry the interest. If your sport coat has visible texture, avoid loud patterns below the waist. You want depth, not chaos. This is also the sport coat that works best with well-chosen denim. A dark brown jacket with dark blue jeans and a light shirt is a powerful, masculine combo. It's casual, but not careless. You can wear this to a relaxed dinner, a weekend date, or a social event where you want to look put together without feeling overdressed. The brown jacket makes you look approachable, but still sharp. Because brown is warmer, it also plays well with accessories. A brown or tan leather belt, a subtle patterned pocket square, maybe even a knit tie if the occasion calls for it. But remember, the jacket is the main character. Everything else should be quieter than the sport coat. If you're ever unsure, strip it back. A strong brown jacket plus simple trousers is more powerful than a busy outfit that looks confused. Sport coats with jeans, the grown man's casual. Wearing a sport coat with jeans after 50 can look incredibly sharp or completely wrong. The difference is in the details. You're not trying to look like a 25-year-old on a night out. You're aiming for grown man casual, relaxed, controlled, and quietly impressive. Start with the right sport coat and the right denim. The best sport coats to wear with jeans are textured, not shiny. Navy hopsack, gray flannel, brown tweed, or a subtle check all work well. Avoid anything that looks like part of a formal suit. If the fabric is too smooth and glossy, it will clash with the rugged nature of denim. You look like you grabbed the wrong jacket. Your jeans should be dark, simple, and straight. No wild fading, no rips, no extreme skinny cuts. You want the jeans to feel like a clean base, not the focal point. The sport coat should be what people notice first. When the denim is calm and understated, the jacket can do its job. On top, keep it neat. A crisp button-down shirt, a quality polo, or a fine crewneck sweater all work under a sport coat with jeans. Sneakers can work if they're clean and minimal, but brown leather shoes or boots will always look more refined. Think of this combo as your upgraded casual uniform. It tells the world you still care about how you present yourself without screaming for attention. Smart business casual, no more confusion. Business casual is where most men over 50 get lost. They either show up in a full suit and look overdressed, or they show up in a polo and khakis and look underdressed. A well-chosen sport coat is the perfect middle ground. It gives you structure and authority, without the stiffness of a full suit. This is where your blazer really earns its keep. For business casual, start with a navy or gray sport coat. These two colors cover almost every situation. Pair navy with mid-gray or charcoal trousers for a sharp, confident look. Pair gray with navy or dark trousers for a softer, approachable feel. In both cases, the jacket signals that you take yourself, and the occasion, seriously. Shirts should be clean and simple. White, light blue, or a subtle pattern are all safe choices. If your office is more relaxed, a fine knit or high-quality polo under the sport coat can still look very professional. The key is that the jacket remains the most structured part of the outfit. It frames you, sharpens your posture, and sends a quiet message of competence. Shoes finish the story. Brown or black leather shoes, loafers, or clean derbies will always work with a sport coat in a business casual setting. Avoid overly casual shoes that drag the jacket down. Your goal is to look like the adult in the room, not the guy who barely made an effort. Let the sport coat be your armor, tailored, calm, and unmistakably masculine. Patterns and checks, controlled personality. Once your solid sport coats are in place, you can start adding a bit of personality. Patterns like checks, window panes, or subtle plaids can look incredibly sharp on a man over 50. But they have to be handled with discipline. The sport coat is already speaking loudly. Everything else in the outfit needs to speak softly. If you choose a patterned sport coat, keep the colors classic. Navy with a light window pane, gray with a subtle check, or brown with a quiet pattern are all strong choices. Avoid high contrast, shouting colors. You want people to think, he looks sharp, not, what is that jacket? The pattern should draw interest, not attention. When pairing a patterned sport coat, your trousers should be plain. Solid gray, navy, brown, or tan are your best friends here. Never pair a loud jacket with loud pants. That's how you end up looking like a costume instead of a man with style. Let the sport coat be the only statement. Keep your shirt simple too. White or light blue will never fail you under a patterned jacket. If you add a tie or pocket square, keep them more muted than the sport coat. The idea is controlled personality. You show taste, but you still look grounded, masculine, and in command. Fit, length, and the mature body. Even the best sport coat combinations will fail if the jacket doesn't fit your body. After 50, most men's bodies change. The chest, stomach, and shoulders don't look like they did at 30. That's normal. Your sport coat should work with your body, not fight it. Focus first on the shoulders. The seam should sit right where your shoulder ends, not hanging off and not digging in. If the shoulders are wrong, nothing else will look right. A good tailor can adjust the waist and sleeves, but shoulders are difficult and expensive to fix. Start by getting that part correct. Length matters too. Your sport coat should roughly cover your seat, not crop above it like a trendy jacket. Too short, and you look like you're borrowing your son's clothes. Too long, and you look weighed down and older than you are. Aim for a length that balances your body and makes your legs and torso look in proportion. Don't be afraid of a little room. You don't need a tight, fashion show fit. You need a clean, streamlined shape that lets you move and breathe. A slightly relaxed, well-shaped sport coat on a man over 50 looks far more powerful than a tight, pulling jacket. Comfort plus structure, that's the winning formula. Bringing it all together. You've seen how powerful a few well-chosen sport coats can be. Navy for all-purpose sharpness. Gray for quiet strength. Brown and textured jackets for relaxed sophistication. Solid options for every day, and subtle patterns when you want controlled personality. The real secret is pairing them with simple, reliable trousers and jeans. No complicated formulas. Navy with gray. Gray with navy. Brown with earth tones or dark denim. And always make sure the jacket is the most structured, intentional piece you're wearing. If you invest in a small rotation of well-fitted sport coats and learn these basic combinations,